Hey, tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. You're gonna do this is how we do it, Texas, baby. Again, the only place, 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 gonna get it. It's right back in the basics. You're gonna do this is how we do it, Texas, baby. Man, $1 back. You doing this, 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 doing this. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Brought to our preacher and preach on. And today's topic we'll talk about is a movie review. It's gonna be part 1, part 2, part 3. Let's go part 1 right now. And I want to talk about the movie called, this is my favorite sensational teens all time for movies, called The Outsiders. Man, people, please watch this movie right here. This movie is good right here. It's like 7.1 stars on it. It's one of the best teen sensational movies for related teens and all teens. When how everything teenage life and difficult be and where life go through. The movie is about when these two poor greasers. It's like a greaser gang. Johnny and Po' Boy are insulted by a rival gang. The Sos is one of the rich kids, and Johnny killed one of the attackers, and the tension began to amount of between the two different rival gangs and set it off a bourbon of the chamberment event. It's good, all because of a damn girls. It was tension all because of a damn women, because the Sos felt like that the greasers taking their girls away from them. And it's a good movie. It's a good movie, and directed by French Fritzler, Fo and Chapala, and the writers are Cater, Roe Will, and then the screenplayer. I mean, screenwriters or screenplayer, whatever you call it, screenplayer is S.E. Hilton, a novel. And the 3 stars of this movie is C. Thomas Howell and Matt Tillington and Ralph Quaculo, whatever his Italian name. These are the 3 stars right here. If those 3 stars that plays the part, you know these 3 stars. Like here, that's C. Thomas Howell is playing Pony Boy Curtis. And Pony Boy was this boy. Him and his brother lived together after his mother died of a train wreck. They got hit by a train by the car. They was in the car, got hit by a train. And the older brother, his name was who played his older brother? It's in here. His older brother, Danny or something like that, or his older brother. He was looking out for Pony Boy. He was looking out for him, and then looking out his other brother as well as Stevie. You know, I think that's their cousin or brother or friend or something. It's a good movie. It's a good movie right there. You know, it's a very good movie, and it's about these 3 boys. They was all being greasers, and the guy who played Dallas is one of the second oldest, but that's one of their family friends from Pony Boy's older brother. You know, Mac Damien is played Dallas Wilson, you know, or Dally for short. And Johnny, who played Johnny the Conan, is Ralph Macamo or somebody. It's Italian name. And the one played the older brother is Patrick Swayze, and Danny Curtis. He was looking out for his 2 brothers. Or it was 3 of them, but one of them is Pony or one of their friends. And it's a good movie, man. They was out there, was in the scene at the end of the movie. Dallas was like the main lead, and even though he's older than Pony and Johnny and them, and they was going. And after they go to the movie theaters, they met these two girls. The two girls that play in the scene right here. One of the girls, I don't know what the other, but one of the girls named Cherry Cherry Van Lane, whatever her name was. I think she started liking Pony. She didn't like Dallas that much. Dallas was a medical head. He was just kept bothering her because trying to get him to talk to him. She did not like Dally at all, but she liked Pony though. She liked Pony because even though he's a slide ball greaser too, and Johnny was a greaser also. And when Johnny tried to tell Dallas to leave her alone, he got mad, and because she didn't want to be bothered. And then here comes Tupac. Tupac is Limo Cansendez. That's if y'all don't know who that guy is, he played on Mighty Ducks 1, Part 2, 2 and 3, 2, maybe 2, and he played Tupac Madden, whatever his name is, Madden, whatever his name, his last name, but they call him Tupac. He's one of the most toughest kids. He was a greaser too. And then you got Steve, they family friend, or one of their brother, or one of them. Somebody please explain what Steve was, because that was Tom Cruise. He played Steve Runnable, and and you got Tom Sawyer who played it, and Grin Runrow, and all the rest of these goddamn stars. And then if y'all don't know, Leigh Gary was in the movie. That's the boy that got killed by Johnny because they was attacked by the attacker after they found the girls, because one of the girls did not talk to the rich kids. So they started talking to the greasers, the bad boys. And that's when the fight came break in and taking their girls with them and this and that. So they started attacking their tactics later after they could trying to come home and arrive home. Pony Boy got drowned one time. He was about to be drowned right into the lake of Wishing Well, a pond, and just they hold his head down and push. And one of the two boys, jumping Johnny, and other couple boys got Pole Boy and pour him down. And after they beat Johnny up, they stopped focus on him. They start focus on Pony Boy. That's when Johnny picked up a switchblade knife and start cutting one of the boys, start killing him. And he was solved of intentional assault of first-degree murder. That's a murder assault. They had to get away. Thanks to Dallas. Dallas is showing them they can go to by a church or something like that. And then that's when Pony Boy run away by Patrick Swayze, Danny, whatever his name is, start with a D. Daryl. Yeah, that's his name, Daryl. His brother named Daryl. Ask him where he's been, and that's when Soda Pop, his brother who plays Soda Pop, was always defending him, always defending Pony every single time when Pony would get into trouble and stuff all the time. That's Robert Lowe, that Soda Pop Curtis. Tell him to leave him alone. You always need to stop defending him. You always defending him, and that's when he left. He was just stranded and left on the abandonment of his family, and lived with Johnny. And they had to get out of it because Johnny was wanted first-degree murder. But after that, they were smoking cigarettes. That's when Dally was coming to visit them and take them to drive-by food and stuff. But then later, told him that Johnny don't need to be going to prison because that something can happen to him. That paid him extra punishment. After they saw with the burning house and seeing two kids was being burned by the fire, they saved the kids, and that's the rest of that because they're gonna get rumbled by the Soch. The Soch was the rich kids, and Greasers was the bad kids, the lower class of the side, and Soch was the upper class kids that have everything going. A football team, winning trophy, they can have all the girls, all the world, but Greasers always was the lower to bottom, lower to nobody's, lower to stand for anything to stand under the sports society. After they say those kids, they didn't give the credit for it, and after ready to rumble. After they ready to rumble, ready to fight and this and all that, Johnny was burned real bad. And after Johnny died and stuff, and I like the part when Dally said, "We're gonna do this for Johnny. We're gonna do this for him." After they ready to run that rumble, they was ready to fight break in. And after they won that fight, and Pony Boy got hurt, thanks to that girl, the Cherry, that is ready to rumble with rumble with the fights with no weapons. That was a good deal. That was a good clean the slate of fight him. After they won and they did this for Johnny, and they checked out Johnny one more time, and all of a sudden he just died for third-degree burn, all the burns in his body. It was just messed up. It was sad, and that's when Dally was ready to blow. He just couldn't take it. And after the end of the movie, he was going to by Pony Boy's house, even though he was reunited with his family and this and that, and he think his brother, well, Daryl did not care about him, but he did. He was looking out for him, but he didn't want to end. They thought they was gonna lose him like they lose their mom and dad. It was him. It was Daddy. Daryl is the oldest boy. He working on working a car lot, fixing cars, and the other one, Soda. And Tupac was a family friend, and so is Stevie. They always doing stuff, and that's one of Daryl's friends. And they was working all the time and visit Johnny, stuff like that. And after Johnny died, Dallas just couldn't take it. He was hysterical, depressed, and then just ready to rob and stuff. After he was ready to die, and call Daryl after they won the fight, and they gonna get him out of there. As soon as he's about to come right home, where the director, where Pony Boy and his brothers and them, and Tupac and them, they was about to save Johnny. I mean, not to save Johnny. They about to save Dally, and then Dally just got shot by the police because he was robbing a damn corner store by some reading a cover magazine of a cover page of Super magazine that he ripped out and poured a gun. After he just poured a gun of the hospital, Dally just couldn't take it. He just died, just right there in the middle of the streets. And at the end of the movie, he was supposed to write a book. It was a book about it. And I hope you see this movie in the book and the coverage in the movie. So I got to give this movie, to me, this movie is 7.9 or 7.5, because this movie is like a teen sensational movie. Please, people, go watch this movie. The 3 stars in this movie is Thomas Hallwee and Mac Damien and Ralph of Mark Kodelman, whatever his name is, and directed by French from Chapelot, whatever his name, and the screenwriter is Katie Roman, and the screenplay is S.E. Hilton. The novel, people see the movie first, then read the book. It's a good movie. Watch that movie, Outsiders, because there are a lot of lost teens out there need to watch this movie, because there are a lot of kids going through what these kids went through right now. But when after Johnny died and told Pony stay go being a kid, because there's a lot of good things out there happening in the world, and there's much bad things that have to be capable of to do things. Just be a grateful kid, not grateful kid, be a grateful kid, and live in your multiple childhood memories. Because most kids don't, their parents too busy working, or they parents have died of some kind of total disaster, accident, or they just ran away in the loss of sensational of drugs and all this stuff. And even though they tell the souls told the rich kids, they still be on top, they be still low the bottom. You know how rich kids is. But when Cherry told Pony, it's bad, rough out there everywhere. They ain't the only ones. But even though she didn't want to see Johnny, but she thinks that Johnny killed Robert, even though that's the guy she liked. But she supposed to like the brother, the other brother, one of the brothers, or they didn't like. Tupac was just a sense of humor type, but he could also be a tough, rugged kid. But he told her, we don't need your charity. Pony Boy, I'm not giving you charity. I want to help. But she liked Pony since the day of the start, especially Cherry. But please, people, go see this movie. The Outsiders. It's a good movie, and tell me what you think of this movie. What's your favorite character? My favorite character is Dally and Pony. Now Johnny was okay, even though he killed those two boys though, and saved those kids' lives and stuff like that. Because he always talking about dying all the time. He wasn't happy about stranded about anything. He always think his parents don't care about. Always get on him about his school work. Always getting into the trouble, main on good. It happened to any kids. Kids can relate to this movie. Because they look at the kids, they ain't out to be anything in life. But those souls, they could be something out to life. But please, people, go watch this movie. It's one of the good movies, one of the best. Because I know y'all saw part 1 of movie review. Well, stay tuned. Part 2, we're going to talk about Bad Sound, all right? All right. Stay tuned.